Another sweet weekend is here. We are talking entertainment somewhere inside Big Apple's Gallery, located somewhere off the Paduasi Lodge. Yes, you know, off the road. Yeah, you will find Big Apples, and they have given us this beautiful place to talk entertainment from. This is the weekend edition of Let's Talk Entertainment. You're not lost. You're on JoyNews on Multi TV. My name is Becky. You know how we do it. We bring you all the stories that you have missed during the week. Today is no exception. We will be back with all the stories that you've missed during the week. Stick and stay. I'll be right back.
And I'll run for miles just to get a taste. Must be love on the brain that's got me feeling this way. It beats me black and blue, but it fucks me so good, and I can't get enough.
Just joined us, you're logged on to the Joy News channel. The show is Let's Talk Entertainment, and the song you just heard was from Rihanna, Love on the Brain. I really love that song. Yeah, it's getting into me. I don't know why, but Rihanna with Love on the Brain, perfect. She doesn't even sound like Rihanna, but you know, that was Rihanna. And I would like to say a very big thank you to Big Apples for giving us this beautiful place to talk entertainment from. Big Apples Arts Gallery, located off Paduasi Lodge. Yes, off the road you can find Big Apples right here, and they're giving us this beautiful place to talk entertainment from. And my beautiful jumpsuit is from Dinah Hamilton. Yes, you know Dinah, you know, she's been spoiling us lately. Dinah, we say, you know, big ups to you. Speaking of Dinah, we've been talking entertainment with her right here on Let's Talk Entertainment. She told us about, you know, her dressing, what she looks out for when we talk about fashion. So Dinah Entry Hamilton, everybody.
A lot of things are cooking, and obviously the Yehovah album is doing great. The Work in Progress is still hot. Other songs on it are doing well. But so many things are happening. You know, with Diana, there's always something juicy, and we bring it when we have to bring it. But God is good.
Yeah, there's something juicy, of course. I love the, you know, the red. And
yeah.
The makeup. You did it yourself?
Oh, Becky, do we have to talk about this here?
Obviously,
yeah, I did.
Your makeup looks really nice. You know, I mean, gone were the days where we have, you know, gospel musicians doing makeup, and gone were the days when they have to go and stand between some flowers and, you know, do the video shooting. You know,
oh, you like my trainer service?
Obviously, yeah.
Yeah.
So nice. so when you're stepping out, you know,
right?
What do you look out for in, I mean, dressing wise?
I think of comfortability. Okay. Yeah, I think it's my first line. My guys are always like, Diana, you have to look your best, but I think of comfort first. Something I'll be free, thinking of how long the day is going to be like. I can't do heels if it's going to be a long day. I love my heels, so I always have a backup in the car if I have to wear heels, but today girl is taking it cool. Cool.
Oh, look at that. I don't even know what to say.
Well, obviously, when you're stepping out, all you think about is, you know, comfort. That was Dinah Hamilton, the gospel musician, the UK-based gospel musician. I feel like too much. Let's move away from Dinah and go all the way to the Volta Region Hall, where the Bensio Carnival happened over the weekend, where Kwesi thrilled thousands of fans, you know, actually getting one of them taking off her clothes. Yes, we have all the details right here on the weekend edition of Let's Talk Entertainment. Enjoy.
Various artists who took turns to perform exhibited great music dexterity, proving the region still has the edge to produce more award-winning artists. Remy J, known for his hip-hop sensation, kick-started the night with a wild performance, while Baden Hip Live artist Lega of Sizzler One Entertainment did not fail to leave a mark on the minds of music lovers who thronged the venue. The likes of Hector, Kasari, and Blaze performed with Enamely using the platform to perform his new song titled Asogli Yam Festival, composed solely for the celebrations. surprised wild fans with his freestyle rap prowess, while a solid performance from the one and only lady artist for the night, Tina, left fans yearning for more. The king of the streets, Kwesi, said the crowd ablazed by adding the icing on the cake for the night. The Let Me Do My Thing hitmaker delivered a mind-boggling, energetic performance, dropping hit songs after hit songs. He climaxed the carnival with a performance of his newly released song, Envy, which is enjoying a massive airplay. Fred Kwesi Agyare's report for Joy News.
Those were some exciting highlights from the Bencio Carnival that happened in the Volta region during the Asogli Yam Festival. Congratulations to you, Kwesi, for thrilling the people of the Volta region. We're looking forward to, so many of you talking about the musicians, going to the Volta region to perform, throwing light on the young acts that we have in the Volta region. Let's move away from the Volta region and come back to Accra and talk about Stonebwoy. Stonebwoy says that Shatta Wale gets intimidated whenever he is around. I don't know how that is playing, but well, he made this revelation on Hit FM 103.9.
After I had finished my performance.
He came after you were done.
Yeah, he came after my.
And how was it?
That was massive. Show was great. But immediately I got off stage, I headed out. But I heard a lot of other things that I wouldn't want to pay attention to.
He insulted you somehow on stage?
He always does. Like a stunt. That's what he
Shatta insulted you on stage when he came after your performance?
He always does, though. I was not there to watch, so I can't say that I saw it.
The people told
people, people snapping it all and all of that. And that's how he does. I don't know how he feels so intimidated, I think he should chill, he should take it
You think it rides on you to get his fame or his movement going?
Yeah, as part of it. I think it is. It makes a lot of sense to say that. Absolutely. Because the day he stops beefing me, then what?
Shatta is popular because of you.
Come on, man. He's putting in work as well, but with the statement that you said, you think he's riding on you. Yes, he is, absolutely, because when I take a step, he's the one that comes to say that step is not that step.
Oh, no. Bye. Start all over. Wanna ride you like a Land Rover. Forget about the code. She did the code. She said she gonna make me fall for a Casanova. 9 shots over. Can't still push me from the sofa. Everything done, I where we are gonna go for. In a little while, wifey coming over.
Alright, away from Stonebwoy and Shatta Wale, let's talk about Kwame Eugie's Angela. I don't know who Angela is, but Kwame Eugie has been explaining right here on Let's Talk Entertainment. Angela is actually the love of Kwame Eugie's life, and he actually got inspiration from Angela. Let's listen to Kwame Eugie.
Angela is all about maybe a guy or a girl aiming at somebody maybe you think you can't get in life. I mean, the person is maybe bigger than you are, or the person is richer than you are, or the person is nowhere close to you, but you really want that kind of person. So you yearn for the person. So Angela, that's it.
Still on Kwame Eugie, do you know that he actually can write songs and has been writing songs for the like of Becca, Ifia, my very beautiful Ifia, and the rest, Irene, Miss V as well. Well, Kwame Eugie lists all the musicians that he's been writing for, and he gets a lot of money from writing music. Yes.
I write for Becca, I write for Adina, I write for Miss V, I write for Ifia, I write for Aisha, I write for Nanaya, I've been writing for a lot of people.
When you do, did they give you the needed recognition? Did they give you the needed credit?
Of course, I buy my shoes by writing for them.
So they pay you. Do they pay you well?
All right, let's move away from music and talk about movies. Now, there's a new movie in town, My Very Ghanaian Wedding, starring Ajete and Grace Omabo and Vincent. Yes, there was a press briefing at the Silverbird Cinemas, and I was there, and you know, these guys are talking about what you should expect come 6th of October 2017 at the Silverbird Cinemas. My Very Ghanaian Wedding. It's a new movie, and we have the stars talking entertainment with us here on Joy News on Multi TV. Enjoy.
I'm so happy that your wedding is coming on this Sunday.
So, My Very Ghanaian Wedding is the movie we're talking about. It's your newest movie. You're promoting it. What's different about My Very... Oh, you're right here. Oh, Ajit is right here. Oh, you look nice. Okay. Tell us about the movie, basically.
Well, basically, as the title goes, it's about a relationship. It's about a young man taking up a lady to live with, but of course, the choice is dependent on whether the mom is making it or he is making it, and the whole issue about the generational conflicts, where the older generation think that they know the best, you know, they're the best to choose for us, and we also knowing, you know, standing our ground, and how we can both come to a meeting point of understanding so that we move ahead. And also the whole issue about a foreigner coming in, the whole issue about, oh, aren't Ghanaians better, good enough for you, you know. And as I earlier on stated, it's not only just about that, but even within our own traditional settings where, you know, there's still this tribalistic thing going on where, you know, if you're an Ashanti, you can't marry from here, you can't marry from there. If you're a guy, you can't marry, you know. I think that those things should be, these are some of the areas that the story looks at, and yeah.
Hello, who says that he's Ghanaian but doesn't sound like Ghanaian, is here to talk about. You actually wrote and directed the movie. Tell us the idea, and you produced it as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell me what inspired this whole thing. I understand it took you 2 years to put this one down.
Well, you know, I had an idea, you know, for the film. You know, I wanted to do a rom-com, a romantic comedy. And I had an idea about the dutiful son, you know, the person that wants to do his duty, and, you know, he's very dutiful to his mom, and, you know, so the conflict is that, you know, his duty is, his desire to be dutiful is conflicting with his wants and his needs in life, you know, and that kind of creates the whole conflict for the film. So the idea came out from that, and, you know, I thought people like weddings, and I thought it would be a good idea to make a movie around a wedding to get people interested. So that's pretty much where it came from.
Do movies that will positively impact on people. And the movies that I see myself in, like The Children of the Mountain, that won an award in the UK, in the US. Yes. So this particular movie, I saw myself in it so much so that I told them I'll do it, you know, because I've seen that there are a whole lot of problems that comes between mothers or fathers and their children. Marriage. You know, the guy wants to marry this person from this area of Ghana, and mommy says no. I don't want you to marry I don't want you to marry this. Especially those of us so-called royals. I come from a royal family, and it's so serious there. And then, like this, my son, I have 6 children abroad, but the only son among them tells me, mommy, he calls me mommy, I'm sending you tickets, I'm going to have a wedding. And he was coming from US to come and wed in UK. Ashimolowo's, is it a church? Is it Ashimolowo or whatever? And I said, oh, Cabra, we were all waiting for you to come and, you know, select a woman from here. I've even got someone educated and beautiful for you. So please, why don't... He said no. And the girl calls me. I said, mommy, I'm a Christian. I love Samuel and this and that. So I couldn't do anything. So we flew in there. We had a big wedding with this their traditional drums and all that. Trinidad and Tobago. What can you say? The girl after the wedding will visit us in Ghana. She will come to my kitchen, will cook, and I was teaching her a lot of things about Ghanaians. It didn't last. After some time, the marriage broke down, you know.
All right, the next story I'm about to give you is all about arts, the reason why we are even talking entertainment from the Big Apple's Art Gallery here of the Kwesi Road. Yes, of course. It talks about, I had a conversation with an artist. He is called Kwesi Agyare. He hopes that, you know, all Ghanaians will come to appreciate art, you know, have love for art, something like this, you know, just, you know, walk into an art gallery and buy an art. That's what he hopes to achieve. I had a conversation with him why arts, the, you know, challenges that he's been going through and other artists have been going through. And well, of course, what better place, what better way to bring you this interview with Kwesi Agyare.
Today we are talking arts. We don't, you know, really pay attention to the arts industry today. Let's talk entertainment team. We are here somewhere inside Kwesi Agyare's studio. I hope I got that name right. We want to talk arts. Yes, we want to shine the light on arts, how the arts is doing. Beautiful paintings here. You know, what exactly is happening to the arts industry? Kwesi has something up his sleeves as well. We'll be talking about that one. So, well, he's right behind me. I don't want to disturb him, but, well, he would have to pause a little bit, you know, to just, you know, talk to us. Hello. How are you?
I'm good. Yourself?
I'm great. So, you wake up every morning and you just, you know.
This is my real life. This is my life. I don't do anything apart from painting. And I enjoy doing it, and that's my God-given talent. So I don't have anything to do.
That's not boring.
To you, but to me, I enjoy it. I prefer to even spend the whole day painting than go outside and go and have fun. Because this, to me, is fun at the same time also. It fetches money for me.
We'll talk about the money aspect, but do you think that really Ghanaians don't really appreciate arts? Do you think so?
It's a very good question and also tricky, because it's only a few Ghanaians who really patronize painting in itself. They admire it, they love it, but when it comes to the money, they always, you know, sort of lay back and shy to pay for a painting, because they are thinking about a whole lot of things compared to outside world. So over here it's a bit dicey. It's 50-50.
Yeah, I know we keep talking about how expensive painting is. You don't get a normal Ghanaian, you know, walk into a studio and just, oh, I like that painting, I want it in my room. I mean, you don't get it often. How do you guys make the money? You have foreign people, you know, always coming out?
Yes, we do. You know, let me say this. It looks like Ghana over here in this country, when we talk about the entertainment world or art, it's only centered around musicians, and that is one major problem we are facing over here. The light is not on us.
But I'm here, baby.
You are here because of something.
No, I'm here because, well, I love art as well. I appreciate art.
How many paintings have you bought?
Well, I have like 2. I bought one from Big Apples.
Wow.
Exactly. So I do have love for painting.
Thank you for supporting the artists. Okay. We love people like you.
JoyNews,
well, but then anyway, back again to the question. Yes, it's a bit, you know, challenging. They admire it, they love it, but they don't want to spend on it. And just like you said, it's expensive. Yes, because we use quality materials. If you pay for maybe a show for an artist 50,000, and you're buying a masterpiece that can last you for the rest of your life, and afterwards, remember, painting in itself never depreciates. Painting always goes up. So when you buy a painting, it's a big time investment you're doing. So don't look at it for now as in, you know, like, oh, I've not paid my school fees and bills, and so why should I? But your walls are also empty, and you need to enhance the walls. You know, and so these are some of the things that when you're building a house, it should first of all even come to your mind that, look, I need something that will encourage me after working hard, you know, like going through the stress of life. You get home, you need something that will calm you down. And painting in itself is a therapy. And so I will encourage people, even though it's quite expensive, they should buy it, because at the end of the day, that is what we also, you know, making life or living out of it. So yeah, you should.
For the many Ghanaians, I would want you to tell me what I can see. Jinyami, that's right. I can see love right there. Right. But for the many Ghanaians in Ghana, or you know, outside the world or across the world, who don't know the difference between how this painting can give me therapy. That's right. I mean, how can you explain that? How can you get me to go and buy, you know, a painting? Just walk into your studio, Agyare studio, and just get a painting for myself. How can I do that?
Very easy. First of all, I also ask you, what attracted you to buy these clothes?
Because it's beautiful.
Because it's beautiful. Thank you. So first of all, the painting must attract you. The attraction should be there first. Secondly, you think about where you're going to put the painting. Painting in itself, it's more like a communication. You know, you buy the Dinka symbols because the Dinka symbols are symbols from Africa. It speaks to us. In the olden days, you know, like for instance, if I want to send a message to you that this person is a gossip, is that right? And so I want you to execute this person. They will send you a symbol with 2 swords crossed. Do you understand? But the person taking it there didn't know that that was a message. So it's rather the person who is receiving it can decode the message. So sometimes the painting will speak to you. It reminds you of something that you've been through. It reminds you of something that you can relate to, something that you can always speak to, something that will motivate you. For instance, you know, you buy a Dinka symbols showing a certain royalty in your house. You know, because of course, I mean, the Ashantis are the main people who normally boast of this, and I'm not saying it's only the Ashantis who have symbols, you know, but then yeah, some of the symbols are universal. So you buy it, you place it somewhere. When the moment the person walks into your room, I mean, he or she will feel like, wow. I mean, look, I'm sure this person is from a royal family. So basically, those are some of the few things. The things, first of all, needs to communicate to you. The painting should attract you. The painting in itself, it's money, investment. So you know what you're buying. So most art collectors, they buy paintings not because, sometimes they buy it not because of even the beauty of it, but they know the value of the painting they're buying. So yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Hopefully, you know, I just hope that Ghanaians, we will get there one day. I want to see what actually inspired you to. David, do you have this one? David, do you have this one? David is my camera guy. Okay. So what inspired you? I mean, before the interview, you were talking about how you know, you artists, you get inspired by things that you think of and all of. So what were you thinking when you painted this one?
I was actually in love.
Wow.
Yeah, I was thinking about my you know, relationship. So yeah, and so that's it. Put this one down. How about the other one? That's a lady. She looks like she's thinking about something. Yeah. Actually, when you look at it, it's a story. Okay. What goes around comes around. Oh. So it's sort of like, even though it's in square, but it goes round in itself. You are single, you are thinking how to get married, you get married, life goes back again. To singlehood.
Does it always happen like that?
Yeah, because it happens that, rather unfortunately, I don't know, but then statistics have shown that men always die and leave their wives. So, because the pressure is too much, so you go back again.
Really? Men die and always.
But you know that. You know that. Oh, okay. Well, then.
Really? I don't know. You're telling me, but let's. So you're trying to, you know, get Ghanaians to appreciate arts, right, to buy, you know, their locally made arts and all of those things. So you have something coming up, an art exhibition put together by yourself and Big Apples. Called what exactly?
Well, first of all, I would say. A big thank you to the organizers. You know, it's long overdue, but thank God that finally it has come to pass. And it's actually a Big Apples initiative. You know, when they called me, and then my manager said to me that, look, you know something, you're a very good artist, great, talented. We think we can use what you're doing to promote and also support, you know, up and coming program arts, you know. So he called me, and I thought it was just a dream, you know. Normally, I've seen a lot of people who come in and they show interest, and then when they walk out of your door, I mean, that's the end of it all. So I thought it was a joke, and so I really thank the Big Apples for coming up with this great idea. The exhibition is about no hunger. That's the theme of the exhibition, and it talks about we ending hunger in the country, and also promoting and sustaining agriculture, you know, over here in this country. We are also in a system or era where we are encouraging the young guys who are not doing anything to go back and farm because it's worth, you know. But how can we promote or encourage these guys to go into it without exposing the real, you know, like actions or the real benefits of it? And so in order to do that, and we decided that, look, we're going to use painting. You know, we're going to use painting to...
How are we going to achieve that? Because, well, I mean, somebody watching might be thinking, okay, so you just paint and we go back to farming, we encourage agriculture. How is that going to work?
Yes, it's going to work in two ways. As in, the person who's coming to buy the painting knows where the money is going. Secondly, it will also motivate them. If they are doing well, then we can also use their farm. For instance, we have Farmers Day, whereby we celebrate the farmers and all. So it's the same way. They're also going to get that exposure where they will also, you know, sort of express themselves. You can get somebody who will come and sponsor you because you're doing well, you're a hardworking person. But when you sit down at home thinking that, look, I mean, if I should go into farm, but start something. You don't need to sit down there and analyze this. Start it. You know, because, I mean, sitting back home and thinking that there's no job and that kind of stuff. Because honestly, art has nothing to do with farming.
Yes.
But then there's a relationship in it, and the relationship has to do with, if I'm doing farming and this person is also doing artwork, we have something that is common, like it's a bond. You know, young guy doing it together. You know, because after buying or selling my painting, I need food.
Obviously.
You know, and where should I go? You know, I'll go to the farmer to get it, to also encourage you to do it. So that is what we're doing. Wow. Yeah.
Great initiative. I really appreciate, you know, what you guys are doing for Ghanaians. We'll come back to this painting. You'll have to show me how to paint this one. So what exactly are we painting here?
Yes, because of the theme, my paintings depict the theme. Okay. This is the father. I told you I'm an abstract painter, an advanced artist. Okay. So normally I don't bring out details of, you know, the things that I do. And so this is the father. When you look at it, that's the head of the father, and then a big hand around them. That's the face of the mother, and that's the daughter or the baby. So when you look at it, and from here, you won't see it. It's not that clear. It's not obvious, you know. But from afar, you can see everything. And I am very well. Way back in school, my lecturer used to call me color teaser. The reason is because I use colors, you know, to bully you. I mean, if you're an artist, that's you know, that's what I do. I don't normally, because it was sort of like, I realized that a lot of people were doing realism, paint, detail, and I thought of it that camera can do much better than what you're doing. So why should I paint the same? So let me come out with a certain idea, you know, very innovative, something that from afar camera cannot do it. And this one, whether you like it or not, if you like, you can put this one in Apple. Apple can never design this. Yes, because this is a real painting, and I'm using brush and then paint. Yeah, so normally that's what
So we get to see this at the exhibition.
Sure.
Come when? 25th
to 8th of October.
25th to 8th
October. Yes, at Tank Palace.
So we get to see like most of your exclusive stuff.
You wouldn't believe it that this is my new and a very new strategy or style that I've come in. Yeah. So I've never done such works before.
Okay, this is exclusive to me.
It's a great privilege. Yeah.
I am touched. I want to see more. This is
Yeah, that is a cock, a male cock. Obviously. Just like I said to you, we are doing no hunger. So you need this one to produce more.
Okay.
You know, you need this, and that's the head of the family. You know, so with this, it gives you, I mean, sort of the other chicks. So yeah, that's what I'm doing.
The one down here looks.
I love
It looks confusing to me. Yes. I mean, I love arts, but this one is so confusing.
That is the main idea. Okay. You should not be able to look at it and then define it.
So you confuse us, and then you
because you can see 1,001 things in there. Yeah. You can see a face of a woman. You can see a baby. You can see a man. Wow. Even though it's not totally done, but you can see a whole lot of things in it. You know, there's also a dripping in it and that kind of stuff. So basically, that's what I do. Yeah, you can tell from so far what you've seen. Yeah, carefully, you know, brush the screws and everything, you know, on point. So yeah,
I appreciate it. You know, talking to us here, and I wish you all the best. We're in full support of everything that you're doing, and we'll be there. I mean, to support, and I'm entreating all Ghanaians to try as much as possible to appreciate Ghana, appreciate arts right here. And so I've been talking entertainment with Kwesi Agyare. He has something up, arts gallery exhibition with Kwesi Agyare, and of course it's happening inside Tang Palace on the 25th. I hope that I got that right, on the 25th, and you should be at the Tang Palace, and you can see these beautiful ladies there. Probably you can take them home or something. Yeah. So, well, I've been talking entertainment. It's all about arts. I support arts. You should support arts as well.
Right, on that note, we end Let's Talk Entertainment, the weekend edition right here on JoyNews on Multi TV. It is your favorite news channel. Yes, don't forget that. You can always get the best of news here on JoyNews on Multi TV. That has been you know, our show, our beautiful Let's Talk Entertainment show. I know you love the show. Thank you so much to Big Apples, you know, Big Apples Gallery for giving us this beautiful place to talk entertainment from. Thank you so much to Dinah Hamilton, gospel musician Dinah Hamilton, for this beautiful jumpsuits that I'm wearing. And thank you to you at home, you know, for doing the watching, for always keeping up with Let's Talk Entertainment. My name is Becky. Join us same time next weekend for even more thrilling edition of Let's Talk Entertainment.